welcome to, I do believe, part 3 of Project Firebird. And as you can see, I've been busy. I have sprayed up the engine, and it's looking all nice and blue and, well, really awesome actually. Yeah, I've got the manifold done as well, that looks really good, and I've got the fan belt and the pulleys, that's all done. And I've got the intake carburetor done, and I've got the rocker covers done, and it looks really nice, and I'm really pleased with the engine is looking. So I thought what I would do is I need to put all this together with good old glue, and I thought I would share that with you. So without further ado, should we get on with it? I've got the instructions here as well, but you know that I'm a bit ahead of them now really, but it doesn't matter, you know. And I thought we could talk about this and, you know, discuss it, and you can see the engine being built. I've got a nice bit of tape here that I'm just going to put down there, and we're going to put some nice glue on there, you know. So I'm going to put our super glue on there. Give it a shake. That's the thing about super glue, it doesn't like sitting around for very long, and if it's sitting around for more than a couple of days, it sort of like separates and goes into its different chemical components. But you know, that's just super glue. There we go, that's better. Got a nice dollop of it now. Put that to one side, and we got our trusty Mr. Stick. So let's make a start, shall we? Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the exhaust manifold, the inlet manifold on. Yeah, and that just, there's a recession there, you can probably see it. There's a recession by there, and that corresponds with that one there. And we're not going to go OTT on this. We're just going to literally dab a bit of glue in there, on there, like that, and along the sides. And then we're just going to simply put this on top, like so, and that will hold it in place very nicely. There we go, there's that. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to put the exhaust manifolds on. You know, there's two of them there, and I'm just going to refer to the instructions, because I do believe that they do go on in a specific way. You know, there they are. There they are. They, when they go on, you've got to make sure that that part there, where is it? That part there is facing to the rear, because that'll, because that's where the rest of the exhaust goes into. So we'll get on with this. And do I have the rear one here? Yes, I do. So we'll just get some more glue. Put it on there. Spread it around a little bit. That back. And then we'll just pop that on there, and then just push it up so it slides into place. And there we are. That's the one exhaust manifold in. Gonna sit for me. Yeah, it is now. There we go. Just been a bit awkward. We'll do the other side. There we go. And while we're there, I do believe we need to put this part on, and this is the starter motor, and this goes literally, which side is there? It is. It goes in this side. I've already prepared it, so we'll just put that on there. I need to put some glue in there as well, don't I? So I'm going to put a bit of glue in there. How about that? It's gone in first time. I'm happy with that. How about that? You know? Don't just like it, oh, typical. Got a bit more glue on. Get her apart. There we go. Yeah, that's better. There we go, how about that? Don't that look good, eh? Are our exhausts set yet? Yes, they are. They're nicely set. Really happy about that. And the manifold is set as well. Doesn't take long, this super glue, so it's coming together nice, isn't it? It really looks good with the blue and the chrome. I'm really happy with it. So the next thing we can do, we can put the actual, I do believe that's a carburetor, so we can put that on top. Now this actually goes in a specific way. You know, one hole is really big and the other one is really small, and that corresponds with the underside of that as well. One side is big and one side is really small, so we'll pay attention to that, because you know, if we get it wrong, we get it wrong, innit? And we don't want to do that now. So we'll just load up with some glue. It's actually a funny angle as well, you know, but that's just the way it is. It's on a slanting angle it is, but that's just the way that they wanted it. I do believe that's the way it goes. There's the holes. There's one hole. There's the other hole. Oh, there we go. Got it. That is on there, so I'm happy with that. Oh, I think we might need a bit more glue. Problems, not a problem. Get old Mr. Gluey out. I think I'll put a bit more on there, and put a bit more on there, and some more on there. And then we can find our, yep, that's the right way. Put that on there like that, and then that one. Oh, that's better. It's got it, he says. There we go. It's gone on there first time this time. Just leave that for a couple of minutes. That looks much better, doesn't it? Much more secure on there. I'm much more happy with that. You know, really looks part now, doesn't it? You know. And if you have a look at it, you can actually see that it's actually on a slope, which I thought was unusual, but because the air cleaner is an absolute whopping size it is. Where have I got? Ah, there it is. I've got the air cleaner here, and there's the air cleaner, and the air cleaner literally sits on top like that. Quite a, you know, that's just the way it is, really, I suppose. But you know, what else have we got to go? Oh, yeah, we've got to put the rocker covers on as well, and I know that that one faces forward, so we'll just put a little bit of gluey on there. Just check with the instruction manuals that, oh, it's the other way around, so this one goes on. This one goes on, yeah. Could be easier being caught out then, couldn't I? You know, and we'll just slide him into place. There we go, that's him slid into place. Now we'll do the other side. And if you notice, it's got the oil cap on it, and the oil cap goes forward. So we'll make sure that the oil cap goes forward on it. And there we go. It's all nicely lined up. Now that looks really good, doesn't it? Now it's got his rocker covers on it, you know. She looks ready for racing, but she needs her fan belt. So what I thought I'd do is I'll just put this to one side so you can see it. So all that needs to dry anyway. There we go. And I need to put all the bits and pieces on this. And of course that's one bit left for the engine. I'll put that to one side. So we'll just assemble the fan belt. First one to go on is actually, I do believe this is for the air conditioning, and this goes up here, this does. You know, I do know that. So we'll just put some glue on there. And then that goes in there like that. Just like that. That looks rather good there, doesn't it? You know? And there we got this one over here. I'm not sure what this one is, but this one does go on the other side. So we'll do that now. We'll pop him in, put some glue in here, because he is a bit awkward, this one. Don't know why you always seem to get one that's like really awkward really, but that's just the way it is. And he goes on by there, he does. So we'll pop him on. Just find the right orientation. Yep, got him first time, and he's on there now. So the belt's building up and it's looking good, isn't it? You know, and I know that this is the alternator, you know, so we'll pop that on. Oh. Mr. Sticky went for a walk, and that goes at the top by there. So we'll put a nice bit of blob of glue on there. And then going to put this on here, and then we need to turn it into position really, so it looks straight. Yep, and I'm happy with that, about that. You know, and that's the fan pulley and all the belt system on it, so that looks really good, that does. I'll put the fan bit on last, and you'll see why in a minute, because I want to get it nice and straight. So the bottom pulley goes on here, the bottom pulley goes on here, and then the other part goes on there. So that's literally what we're going to do now. We're just going to glue all this up. And then we put the top one on first. I've been trying this. Put the top one on first, and then the bottom one will slide in. And it slid in first time. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Don't you just love it when a plan comes together? You know? Oh, Sticky stuck to me again. And that looks even better now, doesn't it, with its fans on it. Of course, last but not least is this one, is the fan, and the reason I kept this for last is because I want to try and get this as straight as I possibly can, you know. So we'll just put some glue on here. I'll put Mr. Sticky over here because he seems to like to stick to me a lot, doesn't he? You know, and we're literally going to put him on there, so we'll put it in there, and then I want it to look pretty much like that. That's how I want it. There we go. So I want the fan like that. Does not look good, you know. And the last part, I do believe this is a oil breather, and it goes on the back by here. It does. So we'll just pop that in because it hasn't got the oil breather. The oil can't breathe, you know. Yeah, and that wouldn't be a good thing there, would it? So we just put that on there. And that goes in there, and there we go. That's all nicely fitted in, and there we go. That's the engine all put together. Does that look good? I'm really happy with that. It needs a bit of touching up here and there, but ultimately it really looks the part now, and I'm really happy with that. And that looks ready to fit into the car and, you know, drive 1,000 miles in it. You know, I really enjoyed spraying this, and doing it a blue colour was really interesting, you know, and doing all the fans and the pulleys and all the other bits and pieces on it was equally interesting. I really enjoyed doing that, but it really looks the part, doesn't it? You know, really, you know, boom boom, you know, ready to go. Yeah, just stick it in top gear and drive 1,000 miles sort of thing, you know. So there we go. There's the engine. You know, I'm very happy with that. So until the next time, you all take care and have an awesome weekend. Bye now.